Have you ever wondered if there is a knowledge so powerful that it has been kept secret for centuries, accessible only to a select few? The CAIBALION is this mysterious book, a work that promises to transform our understanding of reality. Often silenced and banned throughout history, this work contains ancient secrets that can profoundly change the way we see the universe and our existence. The CAIBALION, attributed to the enigmatic three initiates, is a compendium of Hermetic wisdom. These teachings date back to the legendary Hermes Trismegistus, a mythical figure who profoundly influenced Western esoteric philosophy. First published in 1908, the CAIBALION was created to condense and make the Hermetic principles accessible during a time of growing interest in esotericism. As we delve into the teachings of the CAIBALION, we are invited to see the world from a broader and deeper perspective. The book not only shares knowledge but also challenges us to rethink our reality and awaken to an understanding that has waited centuries to be rediscovered. Get ready to embark on a journey of discovery that can change your life forever. The CAIBALION is shrouded in mystery and speculation. Who were the three initiates who brought these teachings to light in the early 20th century? Though they remain anonymous, they claim to possess the knowledge passed down since ancient times by Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice great. Hermes is considered the father of philosophy, alchemy, and astrology, and his influence extends through various esoteric traditions. The publication of the CAIBALION in 1908 in Chicago was a significant milestone for the dissemination of Hermeticism. At that time, interest in the occult and esotericism was high, and the CAIBALION offered a synthesis of Hermetic principles that were previously accessible only to initiates. This book became a guide for those seeking to understand the underlying laws of the universe and apply this knowledge for personal and spiritual growth. Despite the veil of anonymity surrounding its authors, the CAIBALION has managed to preserve and transmit profound knowledge over the years. Its influence can be seen in various schools of esoteric and philosophical thought, demonstrating the enduring importance of Hermetic teachings. This is just the beginning of our exploration of the mysteries of the CAIBALION and how it can transform our perception of reality. Who really were the three initiates? This question remains unanswered, adding even more fascination to the CAIBALION. It is believed that these anonymous authors were deeply knowledgeable about Hermetic traditions, and their goal in publishing the CAIBALION was to preserve and transmit this ancient wisdom in a language that could be understood by a modern audience. The anonymity of the three initiates also served to keep the focus on the content of the CAIBALION, not on its authors. This emphasis on the teaching rather than the teacher is a central principle of Hermeticism. The wisdom contained in the CAIBALION transcends individuals, belonging to all who seek to understand the laws of the universe and apply them to their lives. This mystery surrounding the authors of the CAIBALION has contributed to its almost mythical status. As we read and study the CAIBALION, we are invited to focus on what truly matters, the Hermetic principles and how they can help us see the world and ourselves more clearly and deeply. This focus prepares us to dive into the 7 Hermetic principles that form the core of the CAIBALION. The Hermetic teachings, as presented in the CAIBALION, have deep roots that trace back to antiquity. Hermes Trismegistus, the central figure of these teachings, is a figure that merges the Egyptian god Thoth and the Greek god Hermes. This fusion symbolizes the intersection of divine wisdom and communication, essential to Hermetic philosophy. The writings attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, known as the Hermetica, cover a wide range of topics, from alchemy to philosophy and theology. These texts have profoundly influenced thinkers throughout history, including Greek and Roman philosophers, medieval alchemists, and Renaissance mystics. By condensing these teachings into 7 principles, the CAIBALION offers an accessible introduction to this rich esoteric tradition. The antiquity of the Hermetic teachings and their ability to transcend cultures and eras demonstrate the depth and universality of this wisdom. As we explore the Hermetic principles, we begin to see how they have shaped not only esoteric philosophy, but also our understanding of the world and our existence in it. This journey through the CAIBALION connects us to a tradition of seeking knowledge that is as old as humanity itself. The core of the CAIBALION is composed of 7 Hermetic principles, each offering a key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. These principles are mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, gender, and cause and effect. Each one provides a unique perspective on the nature of reality and our relationship with it. The first principle, mentalism, states that the all is mind, suggesting that the universe is a mental construct. This concept resonates with many esoteric and philosophical traditions, as well as with modern discoveries in quantum physics. The principle of correspondence, with its famous axiom, as above, so below, reveals the harmony between different planes of existence, from the cosmos to the microcosm of the human being. The principles of vibration and polarity show us that everything is in constant motion and that all opposites are, in fact, extremes of the same spectrum. Rhythm reveals the natural cycles that permeate all existence, while gender explains the duality of masculine and feminine energies present in everything. Finally, the principle of cause and effect reminds us that every action has a consequence. These principles, when understood and applied, offer us a powerful framework to understand and transform our reality. The first Hermetic principle, mentalism, posits that the all is mind. This means that the entire universe is a mental creation, a concept that deeply resonates with both ancient esoteric traditions and modern discoveries in quantum physics. According to this principle, everything that exists is the result of a universal mind, a source of consciousness that permeates everything. This principle suggests that our thoughts and perceptions have immense power to shape our reality. If everything is mind, then what we think, feel, and believe directly influences our experience of the world. This implies that by changing our thought patterns, we can alter our personal reality, creating a more harmonious and positive environment. Understanding mentalism opens up the possibility of influencing the very fabric of our existence through conscious thought and intention. It invites us to be more aware of our thoughts, to cultivate a positive mindset, and to use creative visualization as a tool to manifest our desires. Thus, mentalism empowers us to be co-creators of our own reality. The principle of correspondence is encapsulated by the axiom, as above, so below, as below, so above. This principle suggests that there is a harmony, a reflection between the various planes of existence, from the highest and most spiritual to the lowest and most material. The same structure and order observed in the cosmos are reflected at all levels of reality. Understanding this principle reveals the deep connection between the macrocosm and the microcosm. Everything in the universe follows the same patterns, which means that studying one level of reality can help us understand other levels. For example, astronomical patterns are reflected in the internal processes of the human mind and vice versa. This integrated view shows us the underlying unity in all things, promoting a more holistic perception of the universe. The principle of correspondence invites us to see the hidden connections that permeate existence, showing that nothing is isolated and that every part of the universe is intrinsically linked to the whole. The principle of vibration states that nothing rests, everything moves and vibrates. This principle teaches us that the entire universe is in constant motion, from the largest galaxies to the smallest particles. Everything in the universe has a vibrational frequency, and this incessant movement is the essence of the transformation and manifestation of all that exists. By understanding vibration, we realize that everything we experience is an expression of different levels of frequency. Our thoughts and emotions also have their own vibrations, and these frequencies can affect our reality. This means that by raising our vibrations through practices like meditation, music, or gratitude, we can attract more positive and harmonious experiences. Modern physics, through the study of waves, particles, and energies, offers a scientific explanation of how vibration permeates and defines everything that exists. This principle shows us that by aligning our vibrations with those of the universe, we can create a state of internal and external harmony, promoting well-being and spiritual growth. The principle of polarity teaches us that everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its pair of opposites. This means that everything has its opposite, and these opposites are not conflicting but rather extremes of the same spectrum. Light and darkness, heat and cold, joy and sorrow, all are examples of polarities. Understanding polarity helps us see that opposites are interdependent and complementary. Joy contains the seed of sorrow, and vice versa. This understanding allows us to maintain emotional balance, recognizing that negative experiences can be transformed into positives, and that growth often arises from moments of challenge and difficulty. In practice, this helps us find harmony in our lives by accepting the duality present in everything around us. This principle also reminds us that the shift from one pole to another is a matter of degree, and we have the power to move along the spectrum, transforming our perception and experience of reality. The principle of rhythm states that everything has its ebb and flow, everything has its tides, everything rises and falls, everything moves like a pendulum. This principle teaches us that there is a constant sequence of cycles in everything around us. We can observe these rhythms in the seasons, the cycle of day and night, and even in economic and social patterns. Recognizing and understanding these rhythms allows us to harmonize with them rather than resist them. For example, farmers plant and harvest according to the seasons, and businesses plan based on cyclical economic trends. In our personal lives, being aware of our own internal cycles, such as biorhythms or emotional states, can significantly improve our decision-making and overall well-being. Scientists use this principle to predict natural phenomena and better understand the universe. For us, applying the principle of rhythm means accepting that life has its ups and downs, and that each phase has its purpose. This acceptance helps us navigate life's challenges with more grace and resilience, knowing that each phase is temporary and part of a larger cycle. The principle of gender teaches us that gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. This powerful statement goes beyond biological distinctions, referring to the energetic qualities present in all forms of existence. The masculine principle is associated with assertiveness, logic, and action, while the feminine is linked to receptivity, intuition, and creativity. These energies are not exclusive to any one gender. We all possess a unique blend of these qualities. Understanding and balancing these energies within ourselves allows us to achieve a state of internal harmony. Integrating these qualities helps us become more complete, using assertiveness and logic when needed, and intuition and creativity at other times. This principle also manifests in relationships and creation. In human interactions, recognizing and respecting these energies can lead to more balanced and harmonious relationships. In the realm of creation, balancing the drive to create with receptivity to new ideas can result in more effective innovations and solutions. The principle of gender, therefore, offers us a lens to better understand and navigate both our internal lives and our external interactions. Hermetic philosophy, as presented in the CAIBALION, has left an indelible mark on Western philosophy. Since ancient times, the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus have profoundly influenced thinkers and mystics. Greek philosophers like Plato and Pythagoras were inspired by Hermeticism, integrating its principles into their own works and doctrines. During the Middle Ages, Hermeticism continued to flourish, especially among alchemists. They saw Hermetic principles as keys to the transmutation not only of metals but also of the human spirit. This quest for internal transformation was seen as a reflection of the great work, an alchemical process of purification and enlightenment. In the Renaissance, interest in Hermeticism was revitalized, influencing figures like Giordano Bruno and Marsilio Ficino. They believed that Hermetic knowledge could lead to a greater understanding of the universe and the divine nature. Thus, the CAIBALION stands out not only as a manual of ancient wisdom, but also as a testament to humanity's quest to comprehend the incomprehensible. Hermetic teachings have been a constant source of inspiration and transformation throughout the centuries. In the Middle Ages, alchemists viewed Hermeticism as the key to transmutation and the attainment of the philosopher's stone. For them, alchemy was not just a chemical process, but a metaphor for spiritual transformation. In modern times, these principles continue to resonate. Contemporary mystics find in Hermeticism a framework for exploring spirituality and consciousness. The practice of meditation, creative visualization, and other spiritual techniques often incorporate Hermetic principles, helping people achieve a state of balance and harmony. The transition of Hermeticism through the ages, from medieval alchemists to contemporary mystics, demonstrates the enduring relevance of these teachings. They not only offer profound insights into the nature of the universe, but also provide practical tools for personal transformation. The CAIBALION, thus, serves as a bridge between the past and the present, transmitting a legacy of wisdom that continues to inspire and transform lives. The CAIBALION invites us to explore a world of infinite possibilities. By understanding and applying the 7 Hermetic principles, we can transform our perception of reality and open new doors for personal and spiritual growth. These principles offer a sophisticated and esoteric view of reality, challenging us to see beyond what is apparent. Each Hermetic principle, from mentalism to gender, offers us a new way to understand the world and our interaction with it. For example, by accepting that the all is mind, we can begin to use our thoughts to shape our reality. Similarly, by understanding the principle of polarity, we can learn to find balance and harmony amid life's opposites. The exploration of these possibilities is not just theoretical, but deeply practical. By integrating these principles into our daily lives, we can start to experience real and tangible changes. This might mean greater inner peace, more harmonious relationships, or a deeper sense of purpose and connection with the universe. The CAIBALION, therefore, is not just a book of ancient teachings, but a guide to living a fuller and more conscious life. The CAIBALION is filled with secrets that have waited centuries to be unveiled. With each page, we are invited to look beyond the surface and explore the deep mysteries of existence. These secrets, transmitted through the 7 Hermetic principles, offer keys to a deeper and more esoteric understanding of the universe. The secrets of the CAIBALION are not just about the cosmos, but also about ourselves. They invite us to explore our own potential and discover the inner wisdom that we all possess. Each principle, when applied, can reveal new layers of understanding and open pathways to personal and spiritual transformation. This process of revelation is continuous. As we delve deeper into the teachings of the CAIBALION, we find that there is always more to learn and explore. The hidden secrets of the CAIBALION are not just to be understood intellectually, but to be lived and experienced. They challenge us to transform our perception of reality and awaken to a knowledge that is both ancient and eternal. The connection between the Hermetic principles of the CAIBALION and modern physics discoveries is surprising and fascinating. The principle of mentalism, for example, resonates with the idea that reality is influenced by observation, a central concept in quantum physics. Quantum theory suggests that subatomic particles behave differently when observed, implying that the mind and consciousness play a fundamental role in shaping reality. Similarly, the principle of vibration finds a parallel in particle physics and wave theory, where everything in the universe is seen as being in constant motion and vibration. This incessant movement is the basis of existence and transformation, from the smallest particles to the largest galaxies. Understanding and aligning our own vibrations with those of the universe can help us create harmony and balance in our lives. These connections show us that the Hermetic principles are not just ancient esoteric theories, but also find echoes in modern scientific discoveries. This convergence between science and spirituality offers an integrated and profound view of reality, showing that esoteric knowledge can illuminate and enrich our scientific understanding of the world. Many people who have studied and applied the Hermetic principles of the CAIBALION have reported profound transformations in their lives. These testimonies range from subtle personal changes to major upheavals in their life trajectories. Understanding and practicing principles like mentalism, vibration, and polarity have empowered individuals to achieve greater inner peace, improve their relationships, and find deeper purpose. For example, some accounts mention how understanding polarity helped accept and transform negative aspects of life, recognizing that sadness can contain the seed of joy. Others highlight that applying the principle of vibration allowed them to align with more positive frequencies, thus attracting better opportunities and experiences. These testimonies are powerful evidence of the practical and tangible impact of the CAIBALION's teachings. They show that by applying these principles, we can transform our lives in meaningful ways, leading to greater well-being, balance, and personal fulfillment. The CAIBALION, therefore, is not just a book of esoteric philosophy, but a practical tool for personal transformation. Applying the Hermetic principles in daily life can be a path to a more balanced and harmonious existence. The first step is to deeply understand each principle and reflect on how it manifests in your life. For example, the principle of mentalism teaches us that the all is mind, and we can use this to practice mindfulness and positive visualization, thus shaping our reality more consciously. The principle of correspondence can be applied when seeking harmony in different areas of life. By recognizing that as above, so below, we can find patterns and analogies that help us solve problems and better understand our experiences. The principle of vibration can encourage us to maintain a positive mental and emotional state, knowing that this directly influences our reality. Each of the 7 principles offers practical guidance, from accepting life's dualities with the principle of polarity to understanding and respecting natural cycles with the principle of rhythm. Integrating these principles into our daily actions can transform our perception and experience of the world, leading to a more conscious and intentional life. The impact of the CAIBALION on contemporary philosophy and spirituality is profound. Its Hermetic principles have influenced various spiritual traditions and esoteric movements throughout the 20th century and remain relevant today. Movements like New Age and holistic spirituality often incorporate Hermetic principles into their practices and teachings. Modern philosophers and thinkers have also found inspiration in the CAIBALION. The idea that mind and consciousness are fundamental to reality resonates with many contemporary concepts about the nature of existence and the role of perception. This promotes a more integrated and holistic view of the universe, where science and spirituality meet. The continued influence of the CAIBALION shows that its teachings transcend time and culture, offering valuable insights for those seeking to understand reality and their place in it. Hermetic wisdom thus continues to be a source of inspiration and guidance for seekers of knowledge and truth around the world. We have reached the end of our journey through the CAIBALION, but as we have learned, every ending is just the beginning of a new chapter. The 7 Hermetic principles offer us a map to explore and understand reality in a deeper and more integrated way. They invite us to look beyond the apparent and discover the hidden connections that permeate the universe. The wisdom of the CAIBALION is not just to be read, but to be lived. By applying these principles in our daily lives, we can transform our perception and experience of the world, leading to a more conscious and meaningful existence. This journey of discovery and wisdom is continuous, always offering new possibilities for growth and understanding. The question that remains is, are you ready to continue the quest? The CAIBALION awaits those who have the courage and curiosity to explore its secrets. This timeless work invites us to embark on a journey of self-knowledge and transformation, revealing that true wisdom lies both in the universe and within ourselves.